and blessings. We need God's protection. Put my prayers inside my
Hey y'all. Hey you guys. It's Tyler Kamani and I'm here. And we are back, after all this stuff.
Okay, how long it's been?
It's been, I feel like a year.
No, for real.
But we are here with the lovely, your girl is Neekko.
Yes. The beautiful Neekko.
Yes,
Thank
beautiful.
you, queen.
Yes. with the key.
With the key.
You know.
Okay.
I stay with the key,
to
the
the
big
city,
key,
okay?
okay? The key to the
Yes,
city, because education
yes.
is key.
Right. When you see that key, you know what it is.
Okay.
You do.
Right. All right. So, Miss Neekko, you do a lot of things. You giving back to the community.
Yeah.
You got a clothing line for the giving back to the community.
Yes.
You also are the hostess with the mostest.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
It's been a minute, but I'm going to be back.
Okay. you still working though, so you still out there,
Yes.
doing your thing. During these times right now, we got protests going on. Black people are coming together.
Mm-hmm.
You are doing something for the community. You posted something recently about learning how to play your role and learning that you can do something no matter your pockets or how big they
Right.
are.
Mm-hmm.
How did you find your way to play your role in your community? How did what inspired that, and how did you find your way?
For sure. Honestly, it came when I got older and I got to college. Because before that, I just wanted to be a star. I just wanted to act. That's what I really wanted to do, be an actress. I wanted to be, on the camera, whatever. But then when I got to college, and then, I started taking, sociology courses, Black Studies courses, and everything. And then I was learning about, the bigger picture of things, of why things are the way they are. I really start to think about things in a more intentional way. So I was just like, okay, it's not enough for me to be an entertainer, and that's why I call myself entertainer with a purpose. So I like to, find ways to use my platform to be intentional and purposeful and just have something that people can take away from outside of being entertained, right?
Yes.
So, so in college, I was thinking about giving out scholarships when I was in college because I was the first generation college graduate. So none of my relatives or my parents been to college, and I was like, well, I want to give scholarships to students who come from a similar background as me. This was very new financially. It's expensive, of course, and I feel like a lot of times, scholars like us, we count ourselves out because we feel like we feel intimidated. We feel like we ain't got the money to do it, and we just count ourselves out. So then that's when I came up with Education is Key. After I got my name out there and got people familiar with me, I was like, okay, it's time to stand on my name. Because I was working with a lot of platforms, a lot of brands and stuff, which is cool. I'm all about collaboration, but I'm like, okay, what does Neekko do? What am I doing? So that's when I thought about well, I'm about to do these scholarships. I've been, in the mix of the entertainment industry, so I was like, I want to still keep entertainment a part of it because I'm really an entertainer naturally. I just can't put that down. So, so I just had this idea. I was like, okay, I'm gonna give out scholarships, and I want to do a festival initially. I want to do an annual festival with performances, entertainment, all that stuff, and fundraise at that festival every year to give out scholarships. But then it was like, I had to adjust and get creative because I'm like, I can't afford a festival. Well, at least the one I want.
Yeah.
So, and I didn't have the backing behind me. It's just me right now, because, it's more is coming. But I was like, okay, well, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a campaign. And and then I thought about I want local artists that I know to do freestyles about education. Because I know one of the things I talk about with artists, I'm like, okay, what are you talking about? Can I learn something from your lyrics, or is it always just going to be about the turn up? So it was kind of my way of challenging local LA artists to give a message, but then just a way to also get my audience's attention, because education is not usually fun. Kids will be like, oh, education, I want to listen. Tell me more. So I was like, how do I connect? And how do I make it fresh and new and me? Fun. So so I had the campaign and everything, and I was like, okay, well, my movement, this Education is Key thing, is not going to only be about giving out scholarships, but it's going to be for the community, for our people. So although I give out scholarships, it's also a message to the community to be educated. Be educated in raising a family, financial literacy, what's going on in your community. It's really important. It's not just about the classroom. So, as I grow and expand with it, that message will become more and more clear. But for now, I just like to create content content and put it out there, work with my pockets and budget that I could afford,
Yes.
you know, my network, and then just do what I can for now. And that's just how I see it. Like, you know,
Yes.
as long as I'm giving out scholarships, no matter how much I give out, that's it. Like, you know, that's my goal, that's my mission. I did it, and I'm not about to trip on how much I gave out. Like, you know, it's better than nothing.
Exactly.
You know, gotta follow through and execute.
So I read that you said, I want this to be the FUBU of fundraising.
Yes.
Which I think is so dope, so important.
Thank you.
So elaborate on that. Why do you say that?
Yeah, so that kind of goes back into my whole like intentions with the movement of getting the community behind it. You know, when we give out or when we go to give out money, it's like you think, oh, I need to go to a corporation. I need to go to, you know, I got to hit people's pockets. But it's like, no, I want to give out these scholarships, and I want to be able to say like, we gave it out, not Neekko, not Chase, not Nike, not Reebok. You know,
so we the community.
We did it for our students, you know, and to show you know, our community like we can do it. We don't need to be reliant on big corporations and businesses and, you know, the wealthy. Like we have the power enough to do it. So it's like I like to put myself out there as an example and like sacrifice my, you know, my journey. You know, y'all gonna see me fall on my face. Y'all gonna see me like not meet my goals sometimes. You know, but just show you like shit. Excuse me, but you know I'm doing it though, you know, and you could too, because it's like I'm in this with y'all, like, you know, I'm in the same boat as y'all. I'm in this with y'all. I'm not higher, I'm not better than nobody, I'm not richer than nobody, nothing. It's like I could relate. You know, I've been in the struggle, so I just like to keep it real and just encourage that. You know, we have those communities like the Asian community, you got the Jewish community that keep their money in their community, right? So I'm like, okay, we talk a lot about let's keep the Black dollar in our community. Let's, you know, keep our money in our pockets. So that was also another intention with this movement, like getting us to shop black and getting keeping our money circulating in our community, but then also benefiting our youth at the same time, which is why I also had like the whole brand thing with the business side. But
that piggybacks into my next question. Why is it even more important right now for the Black community to invest into the next generation?
I mean, the time is now. What a time to be alive. You know, look at what's going on around you. Look at what's, I mean, it's been out, but what's really being promoted, like now we're getting that attention that we've been trying to get. Like, you know, like we've been telling y'all how many years, like, but people are listening now. And even we're listening now, and we're actually out there doing something. So it's just like right now, if you know, are trying to figure out how you can be a part of the cause, how you could be, like, and I'm not talking about education is key, but just what's going on. You know, how can you support? How can, like, you know, how can you make some kind of difference? Shoot, join other organizations, you know, like repost information or whatever, but the time is now.
The information is out there.
It's definitely out there, and people are sharing it. You know, you have those people that are stingy, and you know, pray for them. But there's people out there that's definitely just an open book, like that's wanting to give. Like, I want to share this, you know. So take that. You can
definitely need to go into our community and look for the resources. And there's resources out there. Like there's so much being put on social media right now between like Buy Black. There's so many like beauty businesses I didn't know that were Black owned. Different businesses that are out there that's like, okay, well, I can really circulate the Black dollar. I can really shop black. Like, like today I retweeted men underwear. I was like, oh, wow, okay. We really out here.
We really do this, and y'all don't know. It's about that time y'all know.
So I want to talk about Ghetto.
Let's talk about it, y'all.
Talk about Ghetto.
So Ghetto is an acronym. It stands for Guys and Girls Have Enough Talent to Overcome. Okay?
I love that.
So, you know, we taking that negative, that term that has a negative, you know, kind of, connotation or view on it, and changing it. We're changing the narrative on it. Like, we are ghetto. Like, if you could, I'm ghetto. And I have what it takes to overcome. You feel me? Like, I overcome this adversity. We are resilient, you know? So, so that was actually, that acronym was actually coined by my grandmother years ago. She passed away, but it was like, it's funny, like she wanted my name to be Ghetto when I was born, but my dad was like, no, her name's gonna be Nicole. But it was always like, to her, she was like, this is my little Ghetto, like this is my baby, right? So we had a close relationship growing up. When she passed away and I became a teenager, she had a Ghetto necklace for me that she wanted to pass down to me. So at the time it was like, okay, I'm holding on to this name and I'm keeping her legacy alive. And the older I got, it became clear, like, at first I did want to have a ghetto nonprofit, but yeah, it just turned into this that still works into my nonprofit, turned into like a brand and still a movement, like I always said it was going to be. And so I have the clothing And I put it on a shirt, you know, to get the message out there. And then also I have it as a business where you can shop with me.
Oh.
But at the same time, when you're purchasing your ghetto merch, you're also funding scholarships. So it's like you coming out of pocket for your selfish desires because you know you want your merch, you know you want your hoodie or shirt, but you're also helping somebody else.
Yes.
You know,
That's
so
dope.
it's like
That's
two birds in one stone.
I love
Keep it
that.
full circle.
Yes.
So where did this spirit of I want to help the community come from? Like, where did that come from? Has it always been within you?
I think it's always been within me, but like I said, it was something that I kind of like came to realization as I got
When you went
older.
to school.
When I got to school and I got
Yeah.
exposed to different, you know, conversations, information, mentors,
Right.
that also kind of changed my mind and opened it up way more. Like I was. My little mind was this little for a minute. I was I was very narrow minded, but
Same.
now I'm way more open minded. You know, I've learned a lot, and now I'm really like about connecting the dots, and I'm really about the bigger picture because. You know, a lot of times we focus on small things, and it's like when you step back and really look at the bigger picture, like what are you really attached to?
It's bigger than you.
It's bigger than you,
Yeah.
right? You know,
Because, girl, when you said I want to be, that was me. I want to be a star. I want to be on TV.
Yeah.
I want to be an
Right.
actress. But then, as time goes forward, it's just like, dang, like none of this stuff is really working out.
Yeah, it's not feeding you.
Yeah, it's
Right.
not. So, and then you, like you said, you step back and you see the bigger picture. Like, okay, man, like, I'm good at doing this. I'm good at doing that. Like, let me just start doing my own
Yeah,
thing.
what feeds
You know?
your spirit?
Yeah.
Exactly. What feeds your spirit? What is something that you can continue to do that you won't get tired of?
Yes.
And you got to be real about it.
Yeah.
You know, like be honest. If it's not being in the community, that's okay.
That's fine.
You know, because some people feel like, oh, I got to be doing something for the community to be able to like have a passion or to have a purpose here. Like, no, like you just find what it is.
Yes.
Find what makes you feel good. Listen to it. Follow it. And, you know, let the universe do the rest.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly.
What is key.
Yeah.
I was going to say, what
key.
can you say?
Okay. Exactly.
What could you say to somebody who is trying to figure out, who is trying to find what their passion is or how they want to play a role in their community?
What I would say is, first of all, try not to be controlled and or distracted by, you know, what everybody else is doing. You know, like not saying like don't follow, but yeah, like don't be influenced by what they're doing and thinking that's what you have to do. Like really, first of all, be easy on yourself and take a minute, sit back, because I know it's a lot going on. So you like, damn, I can't even keep up.
Yeah.
That's okay. You don't need to keep up.
Right.
It's just take your stand.
Yes.
And then, like I said, find out what feeds you, what is, you know, what's making you, you know, on fire. Like, you know, what sets you on fire. Exactly, you know, and then apply it. Like, you know, follow that feeling and, you know, follow through with it. And that's just that. You know, don't feel attacked. I mean, not don't feel attacked, but don't feel bad about that timing. Like, you're not gonna know like right away. Like sometimes it take people like a longer time than others to find what it is, and that's okay too. You know, so it's just like just relax and, you know, and take the time to be still, be silent, really tap in, like really tap in with yourself real quick. Shut out the world for a minute whenever you get some kind of alone time in your car, in your bedroom, in the shower. I know the shower is the best for me, but you know, and just listen more. Just listen. Shh.
Yes.
Listen, feel it, and act on it.
Yes.
This is my girl. Okay. She is
Girl,
okay.
okay. What's up? I got them keys. I got the major key alert.
Yes.
Appreciate y'all, boo.
So
This is really
also,
good. I love this conversation.
So also, I want you to talk to the kids who, you know, want to go a different route, who don't want to go to school, meaning college. You know, what do you say to them?
I say, do not feel bad about not wanting to go to school, because school isn't for everybody.
Yes.
You know, and school is not the only way to do to make it or be successful.
Yes.
You know, we have plenty of examples of that.
Exactly.
So, you know, I would just say, like, just be intentional on whatever it is that you're going about doing. You know, do something with whatever interest you have, whatever career path you want to go.
Yes.
Be the best at it. Like, be your best self. Show up every day for yourself and be the best one, the best rapper you could be, the best you know, mechanic you could be, the best, you know, host you could be, whatever, and just push yourself and just keep going, be consistent with it. You know, fail and get back up, fail and get back up, fail and get back up, and just keep going. Like, just, you know, like, don't get discouraged. Like, like, you know, follow through. Just follow through and show up for yourself. And it is okay if you don't go to school, but you better be educated. Whether you going on Google, you going to the library, you got you a mentor, you got you some friends that you could, you know, talk on a higher level of besides gossip on, you know. But just pay attention, learn, apply.
What is your sign?
I was gonna say,
I'm an Aries. Aries, baby. Aries, y'all.
I knew it.
I felt the fire.
Yes.
She's on fire.
Oh, no, I feel it. Y'all bringing it out right now. I mean, we know it's hot, but no, this is a different fire.
Yes, I love that.
Thank you so much, y'all, for real.
Yes, dropping the gems. But like she said, you don't always have to get educated within the school. Educate yourself. Reading books. Talk to your elders.
Yes.
You see how she said she was talking to her grandmother. Her grandmother helped her with her acronym and starting a business. Like, it stemmed from her grandmother. And her grandmother gave her a gift that planted a seed that she's going to give to the community.
Yeah.
Right.
You learn a lot from your family.
Exactly.
For real. You go back, you learn a lot.
Even from their mistakes.
Yes.
Even from their mistakes. You have to know and understand, like, you know, first of all, people who are older than you, like, that don't mean that they automatically know it all, honestly. Like, you know, they're still a child. Like, you know, still stop finding their way. And you know, like, I learned that when I got older. I'm like, damn, like, you get older, but you still need to learn. Like, you still have to learn. You do not have it figured out. So it's like, you can learn from their mistakes. You can learn from their advice. And you don't have to necessarily feel like I have to follow what they say, but still take it, consider it, you know, and just apply it with how it works for you.
Take it as it resonates, okay?
Okay. I want you, before we get into this question bowl and have a little fun, I want you to tell the people how they can donate, how they can get in contact with you.
Please.
Break it all down for them.
You know, I'm about to give them a rundown real quick. Okay. So you could get connected with me on Instagram at Your Girl Neekko. Your girl is spelled exactly how it should be and how it sounds. Right. You know? And Neekko is spelled Neekko. That goes the same for my Twitter. You can also connect directly with Educationiskey on Instagram as well. That is at Educationiskey. Everything is spelled how it should be. You just got the little underscore before education, the underscore after education, then the underscore after key, and then the underscore after before key, after key, and the is. They gonna set it up. Yeah. We also got Ghetto too on Instagram at Ghetto. They gonna set that up for y'all because it is got some underscores in there too. And then you can also check out my website at www.yourgirlneekko.com where you can find out. You can learn about me. You know, read up on me. You can read up on Educationiskey and you can read up on Ghetto. You can shop Ghetto and you can donate all in one spot. Like, I'm just a one-stop shop. Okay.
She makes it easy for you.
Yeah. Okay. Oh yeah. And email info at yourgirlneekko.com. That's another contact. And I'm like, am I forgetting anything? I got email, we got the socials, we got the website. I think that's the key right there.
Okay,
so
that's it.
Yeah, it's your girl.
Yeah, so reach out to her, donate, give back to the young scholars in the community.
Pay it forward, y'all. If you donate, you can donate $1, you could donate $2, you could donate monthly if you wanted to. I do have that option to be like a sponsor where you can do monthly donations, like a bill in a sense. But yeah, so don't think you gotta I gotta have $20 to donate, I gotta have $100. No, you could, like, people have donated $1. And I have gratefully accepted, and we still gave out scholarships, y'all, with that $1. Okay.
So in your first year, you raised $5,000.
Yes, I did,
amazing.
y'all. I did. With the community, y'all. We raised $5,000.
Okay, we.
Yeah, don't forget, it's we, because it didn't come just for me.
Yes.
So, you know, we gave out 5 scholarships. You can see the students that received the scholarships on the Instagram page and on the website. And this year, we gave out 11 scholarships. We did the COVID cash assistance scholarships.
Okay.
So, you know, I had to adapt real quick, and I knew that school was shut down. We didn't know what was going on, but I was like, okay, I'm still gonna give out these scholarships, and I'm still gonna help our scholars.
Made it happen.
Yeah, so we gave that out, y'all. Like, the city, we doing it, you know, and we gonna keep it up. But I'm really excited. I'm really grateful for that, for real. Like, and it's crazy too. I just want to say this. When I started this, my goal was to raise $45,000, right? I was like, I want to raise $45,000. I want to give out big, chunky scholarships, like $15,000, $10,000. Okay. So as I was doing it, you know, I was seeing where my goal was, but where I was at in reality. And then I got a little discouraged, but I just wanted to share that story because what I had to do is I had to step back, you know, put my ego to the side, and I had to tell myself, follow through. You feel me? And as long as you still accomplishing the mission, which was giving out scholarships, you good. Like, you know, and I ended up saying, like, well, shit, I want to at least give out 5 scholarships, and then I ended up raising at least $5,000 to give out 5. So I was like, well, I still did it, you know? So, like, if that ever happens, if things, you know, know, and your plans go another way, that's okay. That doesn't mean give up and sleep on it, put it away, trash it. No, that just means readjust and then, make that new track. Yeah, so I just want to share that.
You're still walking in purpose.
Exactly.
You are still walking in purpose.
A word.
As long as you're still walking in purpose.
Yes, so tap in with your girl. She's dropping gems over here. She's taking us to church.
Okay?
I'm a survivor. Yes. We need this for 2020, okay?
Okay, for real, y'all. It's a lot.
What's going on?
I don't know what's next, but I know we still going with this education is key, y'all.
Right.
Okay? And this Eargazmic, okay?
Period.
Okay?
Let's get into this question bowl. You can pick 2 questions. They're fun questions.
Okay.
And,
Oh, me? Okay.
Yes.
I put some quarantine questions in there.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay,
They got the little key on there.
Okay, let me see what we got.
Okay. So it said, if you could rid the world of one thing, what would it be?
You would get that question. I feel like
Violence.
it's a philanthropist question.
I was like, y'all did this for me. But yeah, I would get rid of violence. I get rid of violence. Everything is love over here.
Same.
Like, everything is love. And I really don't even be having the energy to get violent. Like, it could be brought out of me for sure.
Yeah.
But it takes a lot.
Yeah.
You know, unless I'm impatient. But whatever the case, violence. I'll get rid of violence. Gotta go.
I feel it. Yes. You want to do another one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sure. Because we could fight with love and solve things with love, too.
Yes,
exactly.
That's all you need to do. Love.
Love is so powerful.
Love is the highest. Okay. So, what is your favorite theme song? That's a hard one. Okay. Okay. So lately, the Young Thug song, this lifestyle, like this here lifestyle. But see, like that song has been a theme for me lately. It's just because I'm like I've been thinking about like where I'm planning to be, where I'm like see myself at, and how I'm gonna be playing that song when I get there. Like this here lifestyle. So that's been. I'm gonna say that one.
This week mine has been What a Year by Big Sean, because it's kind of a little old, but I was like, I went on my SoundCloud, I was like, this is hitting right now. Especially What a Year. It's just like,
yes, y'all.
Same, like I envision my life. You feel me?
Yes.
You feel me?
That's
how you do
mine
it.
Mine is Brand New by Lil Wayne. That's why I put it
that's a move. That's a big move. That is a move.
Back to Brand New.
And it's nothing personal. But that's just what it is.
It's the shoe for another level, you know.
Period.
But yes, this is Tyler Kimani.
And I am Cam.
This is Neekko.
Yes. Put the key.
Oh, yes, y'all.
Key.
One more time,
okay.
y'all.
Education
y'all.
is key, okay?
It's key.
Okay.
You know, we gotta do the keys.
Yes, okay. Make the keys.
All right, we out.
The angels pave a way, protect us so